Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long-awaited wait for our first episode, and the first one we released on, what was it? When did we put that one out? The official launch.
I don't remember.
Like 2 days ago?
Like 2 days ago, a day and a half ago.
Well, that one was, I feel like people are going to listen to that on the podcast and be like, this isn't a launch. They're just talking about themselves.
I didn't even realize that's kind of how it came off for a second.
I know. Like, we're doing this and that, and screw the people that are talking about us. Okay. But this is our first official podcast. We're actually getting back to the urban legends and getting back to
folklore and anything creepy.
Yeah, things of that nature.
Yeah.
If you guys are listening on the pollen hour,
yeah.
If you guys are listening on the Fallen Hour podcast, make sure you search us at facebook.com/Fallen Hour and on YouTube at Fallen Hour. And if you guys are on Facebook right now, make sure you guys visit us on the go on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean. Just search at Fallen Hour podcast on your favorite podcasting platforms, and we should pop up. And you guys can listen to us on the go. There's plenty of people listening to us out there just like working on their art pieces and things of that nature, especially with everybody home right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a good thing to get out there. Creep them out while they're already creeped out. Okay. So that being said, we are talking about the Stikini Vampire. Is that how you say it?
He's been dreading saying this all day.
My plan was set that Mark's gonna say it. He's gonna go in. I'll make him say it. And here I couldn't stop myself from reading that.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Sure.
The Stikini Vampire.
We'll go with that.
And this one is a Native American urban legend. And we are not launching another urban legend series about Native American lore, but we're kind of dipping into these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think especially if you're getting into urban legends, Native American culture is the epicenter to urban legends, because you run into all of these, whether it's reservations or communities, mm-hmm. the urban legends always seem to tie in with
their lore is just wow.
Yeah, it's always seemed to tie into the urban legends in the area. It's like the Native Americans.
Yeah, like where it kind of stems from is usually a lot of it is from Native American lore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a lot of them that I've found are just wow. Like I didn't think some of them could be that brutal, but they are.
Yeah.
A lot of them are some of them are dark, like really dark.
And this one, I mean, especially, so we'll give you like a rundown of what the Stikini Vampire is. And I believe
Stikini Vampire, Stikini Owlman, Stikini Owl. There's a lot of names that what this kind of goes by. But.
Well, since you trailed on there and broke my flow, why don't you get us started? What do you know, Marcus?
Go ahead, I'll let you, since you worked so hard on your notes.
I took some notes.
I'll let you go ahead and
so I took a different turn into it. I knew this was it was said to be an owl man, so I kind of looked into Native American culture, especially with the owl. This is probably one of the most feared animals, especially in Native American culture. I mean, across the board, across the United States, every Native American culture has something about the owl.
Yeah, like some of them are good omens, but like it seems like 90% of them are bad.
Yeah.
Like they bring death, or they're a sign of death, and
especially in this area, they're a sign of like a bad omen. There's actually a law passed inside of a tribe where they say you can shoot owls.
Really?
Because if they were perched on your house, I mean, this is public. If they're perched on your house or you see them across the street or something, you have the right to shoot them because that's a Native American.
Even if it's on somebody else's house.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Fire a gun at a house and cops pull up. Oh, there was an owl on there. Like, oh, understandable. That's just like, it's so crazy.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, I know. That's
so what do they do with the body then?
Like, did you get it? I hope. Because it's just like the rules change.
It's kind of like that. You got to fly in your face.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It's just it's crazy. Like, I remember growing up on the reservation and kind of hearing how they're bad. Like you see one, somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
Like it's just everybody gets kind of it changes the tone
Yeah.
of the conversation or even in the room when that kind of stuff comes up.
Yeah.
It does. It's crazy.
And I kind of learned that because we do a lot of these art shows, and my first collection was like nothing but owls.
Yeah.
Not one native bought it.
Yeah, I know. Like I remember like coming to your section once, and I seen a lot of owl things. I'm like, I think you're targeting the wrong demographic here.
I think you're pushing the envelope there, buddy.
But yeah, like I've seen a couple people like really like it, and other people are like, that's bad. That's really bad. Yeah.
And I was looking into a lot of tribes, and all it did was kind of give me like a vague kind of description. So what I was reading about was many tribes link the owl with witches, and that was kind of I believe that's actually in the Seminole, is that they were like a form of witches, and they would actually take on the likeness of the Seminole people. But the thing was about them is that they noticed that these people wouldn't practice anything that would be sacred to their culture, which means they kind of held back when it came to cultural functions and things of that nature, especially with like powwows and things of that nature, as they wouldn't participate.
Like, do you think that's because they're afraid it's gonna bring it out or draw it out in a way?
Possibly, yeah.
The Stikini is actually Seminole lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where this comes from.
Yeah.
And it's just it is. It's crazy. It's really, really, dark. If you read into it, it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
So go ahead and keep going. I want to hear what you got.
And the Stikini Vampire is described as the Great Horned Owl, which happens to be my favorite owl. And the thing is, they feared this owl because this tribe especially associated the horns to something of like a demonic nature, or they would actually look at these with especially if they had horns, is they would have power. Mystical power. Yeah, they would have magical powers, and they were actually like a mystical being to that tribe.
Why do you keep pausing?
Because you usually trail off there.
Okay, go ahead.
Some tribes, some cultures, horns are a sign of spiritual powerfulness. One reason the horned owl is feared. I'm just going right off the notes here. Some tribes believe the great horned owl isn't even a real bird, but a shapeshifter. There's another nugget for you.
They're with the Stikini. Yeah, it's it was like there's a few kind of backgrounds on it. Like there's one where it was a witch. A long time ago, it was a witch, and actually like a skinwalker. Like
so that was like
shapeshifter.
Their first mentions of the Stikini was
like
a witch.
It did something really dark to gain this power, and it became just this monstrous like creature, to where it takes on human form during the day. Yeah, and to the point where it doesn't even know it's this creature.
Oh, weird.
Almost like it's out of its mind. Like,
so I know that there is a Seminole. Now, this is one of those things where you definitely do not touch on. I mean, this is one of those things that we'll probably get some flack on, because I mean, we did some urban legends. Yeah. And especially that one where we're getting people writing us and telling us that you don't talk about these things.
Yeah. So and that even during like certain times of the year, you don't even mention this type of thing. Yeah. And that's kind of, this is one of those things where like you don't even mention it because of fear of that you might turn into one, or you might draw one out, or the person you're talking about it to could be one. And then you just literally mark yourself for death.
That's weird. Yeah. And I remember one lady in particular writing us and telling us that you don't talk about these urban legends until the ground is frozen.
That was with a certain one. I can't remember which one it was.
It might have been Deer Woman.
I think it was Deer Woman. Yeah, that you don't mention it before the ground is frozen or something. I can't remember how.
And I remember one of our conversations, especially with the team we were working with on the Urban Legends series, is that we're going into this Urban Legends series, and I want everybody to be ready because there's going to be some backlash.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with people who are totally sold out into their culture, into their cultural, their like cultural religions and things of that nature, is that they're totally sold out in this thing. If they watch our videos, they're gonna probably be really pissed off about it.
Yeah, like it's that touchy to some people.
Yeah.
And especially if they are really deep into like that traditional lifestyle, it's like a lot of times it's like nothing to play with.
Yeah.
To them, it's like it's like almost like sacred. Like only certain people can talk about it. Only certain people know the real names of these beings or these
these medicine men.
These creatures and stuff. Only certain people know, and it's the medicine men. They're like the ones that will tell you the story about it and everything, and they won't even say the real name of what it is. Yeah. For fear that if they do say it, that person might repeat it and draw something out. So a lot of these the names of these things are really under wraps.
Yeah.
And I remember looking through some of these and actually really dug deep, and one of these things I found the real name. Okay. So I was like, okay, get that out of my phone. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that.
One of the urban legends.
Yeah, with one of these things that we're like really looking into. I just like, all right, I don't want to repeat that because that could get like a lot of like really bad backlash. Like you really had to dig deep to find that, and I found it, and I was like, wow.
That was one of our struggles because I knew, especially going into urban legends, was that it's going to be really hard to research because you're going to have to dig extremely deep, like almost dark web deep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's why they're the only ones that know what they're really called. Yeah, and why they don't usually tell people because of things like that. Somebody's just gonna put it out there like that and like put the real name, and that could conjure these beings. Yeah, like even just talking about it like this, it might not, but
it might.
Yeah, but actually saying the real name could be calling this thing. Yeah, so that's why they're like, you don't say the name.
Now I know, especially getting into these things, is that there's certain things we touched on, especially in our first season, that you got to be careful with. Yeah. I mean, the This Man conspiracy was something dangerous that we got into.
Caused a lot of that was kind of
it caused a lot of insane nightmares.
Yeah, whether that was like a real thing or not, something that had like that kind of power to like
connection to it.
There is stories. Somebody kind of shared what that kind of thing could be. It was actually one of our listeners and followers, and somebody that actually really engages in the videos and podcasts. Yeah. She mentioned that these are it could be a dream walker.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And when I started looking at that, I was like, wow, okay, that's really cool, like really cool looking.
So we gotta put the brakes on there because we're trying to get into this man again.
Yeah, I know.
But I think it's worth noting though that especially when you talk to people who aren't Native American, they don't know these things. They don't know that you can't talk about certain things. They don't know that you can't talk about certain things, especially if they're off season. Yeah. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons I want to mention that, is to give people awareness out there that there are just certain things you don't talk to, especially Native Americans who are this cultural into these urban legends.
Yeah, even certain places, tribes, certain places, if you go and ask questions, they will literally turn you away. Yeah. They won't talk. They won't say anything. They don't know anything. It's just, leave it alone. And I remember when I was in Idaho, it was the same way. When they were talking about Bigfoot sightings and stuff. When that whole thing came up, some people went down there trying to ask questions. And I think it was with a magazine, and all the elders weren't talking. Yeah. It's like protected. Yeah. And so like it depends on who you ask, I guess. Yeah. So some people are like, oh yeah, I'll tell you everything. That's kind of like how some people are, but they said mostly the elders are like, no, leave it alone. They don't want, like, if they find this thing, it could bring all this like that magazine or the news or stuff like that could draw all the wrong attention to them. So
now, one thing I've learned about the Stikini Vampire is they don't know if they would shapeshift at will or if it was almost like a curse to them.
Yeah, it is kind of a curse.
Yeah,
because what I found was this shapeshifter. It doesn't, like, during the day, like, you know, there's one story. This doesn't even know it's this creature. That's how it kind of protects itself like that.
it's almost like a werewolf kind of
like
movie
it doesn't
thing.
know.
Yeah,
It doesn't know it's this creature until night comes, and then it goes out, and that's when it hunts, is at nighttime. And
strange.
but what it does is wicked. It'll go out into the woods. Like, this is the story. This shapeshifter, it'll go out into the woods, and it'll literally vomit up its organs, its insides, everything inside of it. It'll vomit it all out, and it'll hang it in a tree to keep it away from, like, you know, dogs and bears and all that kind of stuff. It'll hang it in a tree.
Strange.
And it'll shapeshift into a horned owl.
So does that mean? Okay, so it just. I thought you were like it's hanging its skin and stuff on the tree, like freaking. What's that? Is it a scary movie?
Yeah. No, not like that. It keeps its shell, like, basically its body is like its shell, but it throws up its heart, its intestines, its everything. It even, like, supposedly its soul.
Strange.
And it'll hang it in a tree.
Almost like it's out of its control then.
Yeah, to protect it, because when it goes into this owl creature, it's kind of vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that's when it hunts. But the thing about it is, it supposedly can turn into anything else it wants. It could turn into, like, you know, any kind of animal, a wolf, a fox, but its you know, animal of choice is the horned owl.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. It's like that. I was trying to find that too, but it'll go out at night, and it'll find its victim sleeping. You know, campers or even people with their window open, and it'll fly in, and it'll literally rip your heart out. But the way it does it is it reaches down your throat.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dark. It'll rip it out. And now this is where it kind of it can go like either way. There's some, like, certain ways how it does this. There's different stories. Like, some say that it'll rip your heart out of your throat and eat it right there. It needs a human heart to survive.
So it's got to get one a night then.
One human heart a night to survive.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And now what it does is they say it would eat it right there. And there's other stories where they say it'll go back to where its organs are, and it'll eat it there. And now there's another story where they say it'll go back to where its organs are, it'll swallow all its organs again, and turn back into its human form, and go home where it has like a pot, like it's supposed to be like blessed in a way, and it'll cook the heart in this, like, pot and eat it that way.
Strange.
Yeah. And it's supposed to do this before the sun comes up.
So I remember you talking about this in Urban Legends series, and I know that especially people getting into this this field is looking for some sort of protection.
Yeah.
And I especially know that because looking into the Stones Ones podcast, people are totally into protection stones and things of that nature. And one way, this is the only way to protect yourself, by the way, is actually if you feel like this Stikini Vampire is attacking your community, it's up to you to go out there in the woods and find where its organs are.
Yeah.
And kill it.
Like, if you're brave enough to try to kill this thing.
Yeah.
And you have to go the only way to find it is to find its organs, because when it's walking among people, it's impossible to tell if it's this creature or not.
Like, you're Stikini freaking.
Yeah. So what you're supposed to do is find its organs and basically wait. Sit there and wait until it comes back, and to swallow its organs back up, and that's where you kill it.
Oh, strange.
Now there's a few different ways, theories. The one way is you can burn its organs, because if it doesn't swallow its organs back up, it can't turn into a human again. And if it doesn't turn into a human before the sun rises, it's dead.
So why wait for it to come back then?
How else are you going to find it?
I don't know. Why don't you just go look in the trees for some organs and then tear that thing apart.
What? That's literally what I meant. Like, that's how you find it.
Okay, so why are we waiting for the vampire to come back then? To kill
Because
it?
if you try to,
So it would be, it would still be alive.
It would still be alive.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It'll still be this owl. So you can go out and try to find an owl and kill it, but it could just be an owl. That's why you find its organs.
It's a very frustrating kind of thing to hunt.
So yeah, you find its organs and you wait. And yeah, there's one way they say you can kill it is by burning its organs. And there's another story where they say that won't even work. It won't burn. God. Yeah, it won't burn. And what you need to do is you need to get arrows, and they need to be blessed by a medicine man. They need to be decorated with owl feathers and basically blessed with like sacred herbs.
So it kind of does pull from the famous like vampire lore.
Yeah,
is where you get like a silver bullet or a something blessed and kill it with. Silver bullet's freaking. It's not even a vampire, it's a werewolf. But it kind of draws kind of on those lines.
Yeah,
is you got to have some sort of sacred object to kill it.
But do you think the vampire and like werewolf stories kind of come from these kind of stories?
I think that's
Native
possible.
American lore, because like that's kind of probably the basis of what these.
I wanted to especially jump into vampires in one of the episodes because that one is an insane subject. I mean, there is literally. I mean, I thought it was like just like fake. Like it was like I mean, there was Vlad the Impaler, of course, but there was
Dracula.
There's Dracula.
3 different Draculas.
Yeah, but there's especially these. I mean, I was looking into these pubs in Romania and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And they have what they call sacred or ancient texts from vampires, and they're on these emblems inside of their concrete in front of these restaurants that have been there for centuries.
That's insane.
And they're all owned by the same families throughout all those years.
You don't think there's just like some kind of cult?
It could be.
Just drink like innocent people's blood because they can.
Yeah, but I want to start researching that stuff, like, and I'll probably pull a podcast out of there.
I mean, I've heard stories like some people say that like, I think I saw a vampire. Like kind of talked to one or met one, and like, why would somebody lie about that? It's kind of a weird thing to lie about.
Yeah,
people might think you're batshit crazy. So, but yeah, this is going back to this. What you're supposed to do is, get these arrows, have them blessed and decorated with the owl feathers, and you sit and you find its organs, and you sit and wait. And basically, when it's most vulnerable is when it's swallowing its organs. So right when you see it start to swallow its organs, you're supposed to kill it with the arrows.
Strange.
And that's
okay, so I had 3 pages of notes, and you just blew through them all. So
did you have that all in your notes?
All of it, everything.
Okay.
The only thing I have is that in some Native American cultures, the owl is looked at as a carrier of ancient knowledge and wisdom.
Like it's in some cultures, it's a sign of wisdom. Or carries wisdom.
Okay, so I'm going to say something here, and it's kind of...
Because he doesn't want me to say it all.
It's probably going to get some flack, I don't know if it is, but...
It probably will.
Have you noticed that there is specific times of year where especially Native Americans are passing away? Yeah. And could
it's like a spike.
Yeah, and could that be attributed to certain urban legends of that nature? Because, I mean, around those times, they are practicing in certain things.
Yeah. And you think somebody could be in there practicing dark things, while they're doing their thing,
because there's always
possible.
There's always a darker side to the greater balance, and there's especially always someone.
Yeah, with anything, there's always good and there's always bad. There's always a good side. There's always an evil side. Yeah, some could be doing something that's supposed to be good.
Just like how the skinwalkers are like the bad form. Of a culture, because they got to kill someone close to them to become a skinwalker. Yeah,
there's always darkness in every culture. Yeah, and so that's possible. That could be possible. It could be like just like bad medicine man, like the skinwalker, like the Stikini, stuff like that. Yeah, that could be that. Yeah, because I notice there is a spike of deaths in around a certain time every single year.
Yeah, and we've grown up knowing this since we were young.
Yeah.
I mean, especially you don't participate in certain things in certain times of the year because there are basically a play at people's spirits and things in nature.
Yeah.
And especially people being totally scared about talking about certain things. There could be certain myths and urban legends that are actually real.
Yeah.
And they're possibly out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there is always a dark side.
Yeah.
There is always a dark side to everything. So like, one person could be doing it for good and another person could be there like literally totally under the radar doing something bad around that time.
Yeah.
At the same time. Yeah.
Just like serial killers.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that episode drops possibly, I'm going to say Monday or Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday, okay.
What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Are you all finished with this
one?
No,
actually, there's something else I wanted to bring up because it's it kind of got like, it kind of made me laugh because you'll see why.
Oh, you're talking about this?
Yeah. Like when I first started looking this up and I came across Owlman.
Right.
And that was one of the names of the Stikini.
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking into like trying to find all kinds of stuff on this, and I came across a different one. Now, when I heard Owlman, like the first thing I pictured was like this man-sized owl. Yeah, almost like Mothman.
Is it like that? Thing. Is it like that picture like in the intro? But I know that's Mothman. Yeah. But is that an Owlman?
It could be either way, and that's where this kind of goes. Is they could be. Confusing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
For Mothman.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, and so if that's true, then we have a ton of footage we can drop.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there is, especially one of my good friends, and she's into this Mothman.
Yeah, I know.
So there's real footage of these.
Yeah.
People are seeing these things.
Yeah, there was even one like during Halloween. This one woman wanted to go to all these places, like where all these movies were based off of real events, like Amityville Horror or Mothman,
right.
And she went out and started going to these places, and she went to these locations and said like she felt this and that, and maybe they would catch something. And when she went to where Mothman is from, she literally cried and was gonna quit right there because of what happened.
Oh. Do you know the area?
You gotta find that. West Virginia, I believe, is where Mothman is.
Okay.
Supposed to be from. But there's also an Owlman in Cornwall, England, I believe.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you look that one up? Did you find that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of what I was kind of getting at, because he's, the way they described him is like Mothman. They said he's around like 5 foot tall. It has big wings and glowing brown eyes and glowing red eyes. People kind of say that's where it kind of varies.
The strange thing is I learned this about probably a couple years ago about Mothman. Is that every time they had a sighting of him, a bridge in the area would collapse.
Really?
Yeah, especially big famous bridges, or there would be a tragedy that would happen.
There's something else you'll probably like about that. Now this one in Cornwall, England, is supposed they call it Owlman because they said it looked like a giant owl. And when they started reporting these sightings, it was always around a spike in UFO sightings.
Oh, weird.
And what's similar to that shut off.
Yeah, we have another
that
camera
running. Okay. But what's kind of interesting is the same thing happens with Mothman. Every time there's a spike in UFO sightings, there's a Mothman sighting.
That's ugly.
Yeah.
Why is that?
So now, like, some people think, oh, maybe he's an alien, or maybe this is some kind of other creature, or maybe that's what they're seeing.
Strange.
Yeah. So that's kind of one of the theories, is that maybe it's like extraterrestrial.
It could be, or it's
in a way that's ugly. I don't care who you are, but the funny thing is, the one in Cornwall, England, the person that actually investigated it and supposedly discovered it is the same person that discovered the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, weird. Why is this guy attracted to...
Now, if you gotta put this footage
In the 1970s, Doc Shields earned his living as a stage magician, producing instructional videos like this one for fellow magicians. It was when trying to promote this career in 1976 that he discovered his powers with Morgor, the fabled Cornish sea serpent.
Arise, Morgor, arise!
Heard a few stories from local fishermen and various people that a sea monster was lurking in Falmouth Bay, and I thought it'd be a useful little publicity gimmick to suggest to the press that I was going to invoke the thing.
How do you go about invoking sea monsters, Doc? What's the trick?
Well, I simply make myself as attractive as I possibly can to the beasties, and it's a kind of abstract invitation that's thrown out to them.
This photo of Morgor, taken after the ritual ceremony, hit the headlines all round the world, with no one more surprised than the Doc himself.
But this guy, he's just crazy. He is. So they were kind of thinking like maybe that the Mothman one in Cornwall, England, or I mean Owl Man. I get these two confused because they're literally so similar. It's almost the exact same thing. The glowing red eyes, or some people say it's glowing like goldish brown eyes.
Okay, I feel like we're going into an episode 2 now. Are we going to do this at episode 2?
Okay, but anyway, I'll just get through this really quick. But yeah, they're kind of well, he was actually accused of being a hoaxer. He's like known to be just crazy, making up all these things. But if you watch his video, he's weird. He believes in himself so much, like he will actually stand on the edge of the ocean chanting and doing these weird things, trying to conjure these beings.
Wow.
And when the first sighting of the Loch Ness monster showed up, he was out there and he had 2 naked witches with him, standing there chanting and dancing with him. And they had a news crew there, and he tried a couple times, and he said that he'll give it one more try. And he went down there by himself, and they stood up and they watched him, and they were down there for a little while. Then finally something popped up out of the ocean.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Strange.
So this guy, he's nuts, man.
He's legit.
Yeah, he supposedly does all this research and tries to find out how to conjure these things. And they think maybe he made it up. Maybe he made up Owlman in Cornwall, England, or maybe he's the one that actually conjured this thing.
That's strange.
Yeah, because that's his goal. That's what his goal is. It seems like, is to try to conjure these creatures, or these demonic type things, or these monsters. He tries to conjure these beings.
Now, I've read a book, and this author it's been a long time friends of our family. Mm. And she was in New York is it New York Times, or is that what it's called?
New York Times bestsellers.
Yeah, bestsellers. Yeah. And she told this story to our family actually before she put it in the book. Mm-hmm. And she was talking about how in Haiti there was a demon summoned up from hell, and this thing was a serpent, and it was terrorizing a village in Haiti for a week. Before it went back down.
Now they said that's kind of the same thing with this. They think it's from hell. They think it was conjured from hell.
The thing about that serpent is it would always come back.
Yeah, it would always come back now.
So,
right?
I believe that then it could be one of those things that just keep coming back, like freaking.
So you think what happened was that they opened up kind of like a doorway?
Yeah.
And now that doorway won't close, or nobody has tried to close it.
Okay, I'm seeing a man. He's dressed in all black. He wears a hat, and he's got really big teeth and wings. What's his name?
What?
What's that movie called?
The Babadook?
No, wait. Does he have big teeth? Freaking, what's his name? Children of the Corn, or freaking... Not Children of the Corn. Freaking, I'm trying to think of a movie. They're trying to do a trilogy, but he comes back like every 27 years.
You talking about Jeepers Creepers?
Yes, that's it. It's kind of
I almost said that one actor's name with the big teeth.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things.
Yeah, that's kind of like, so you think they opened up opened up a doorway, and now this thing will come back every so often,
right,
to terrorize.
So could that be one of the things, like a Stikini Vampire then?
It could be. Like there's even stories that this thing used to be human, and there's others that say it never was.
Right.
That it was this creature that masks itself as a human.
So could it have
So
Facebook?
it's the opposite of a skinwalker. It's an animal that shapeshifts into a human.
Oh,
rather
so
than rather than a witch that shapeshifts into an owl.
It didn't pay a price then to become that. It's that's what it is.
That's one story, is that it didn't pay this price. That it was just this creature already. And then there's another story that says that it was a witch that did something really bad to gain this power.
And then others say that if you talk about it, you could be at risk of turning into one.
Yeah.
So we did about a half hour there of talking about it.
Yeah, we did. And yeah, I pretty much kind of touched on everything.
Yeah, you touched on everything.
Yeah, but the one in Cornwall, England, it was first sighting was in 76.
Whoa.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
Weird. We're going to drop that dude's videos.
Yeah, you got to drop at least a clip in here because he's just hilarious. He's just hilarious to me.
Okay, so is that it? Are you done?
Yeah, I think
Did you get to fill your stupid notes there?
I think we're pretty much touched on this one. This was like probably like one of my favorite things to look into because it's just crazy. It is. It's just crazy.
So do we have enough research to go into a second episode with the Stikini Vampire?
We possibly.
Or do you want to do more research on it, do a second episode, or do you want to move into a next urban legend?
Yeah, I guess we can drop into the next one, and if we do find enough stuff for another episode of this, we'll come back to
It's kind of like one of those things, especially we mentioned in our launch, was that this is how it is. Like, we get into a podcast and we're just learning about it. Well, you probably learned about it before me. Well, we're just not learning about it.
I've learned about this like a year ago.
Yeah, and we kind of work our way through the podcast into structure a thought for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do either another podcast about it and we learn more about it, and then that one's like a bombshell of all this evidence we bring to the table and things of that nature.
And then there's others where we stagger through it because we can find anything. So it's always kind of hit and miss, but yeah.
So that being said, are you done?
I think that's it for this one.
And that's the first time I said that
for
being
now.
said.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear you say that to me the last podcast. That's like your catchphrase.
I don't remember. Did you do your Truman Show thing in the beginning of this?
Nope,
You
didn't do none of that. No.
You're not going to do that anymore?
Changing it up. Okay, that being said, if you guys are on Facebook, make sure you listen to us on the go at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, whatever podcasting platform you have. Most likely we are on it. Search Stones and Bones. search Fallen Hour Radio on your favorite podcasting app. You'll be able to find the podcast on the go. If you guys are listening out there on the podcasting platforms, which I know there are many of you listening out there, make sure you visit us on Facebook at Fallen Hour. That's facebook.com/Fallen Hour. And on YouTube, search at Fallen Hour. You'll be able to find the podcast there, then video version. Also, if you guys are into healing stones, metaphysical properties, things of that nature, visit stones-bones.com, and you'll be able to find a wide variety of healing stones, fossils, and things of that nature. That's stones-bones.com. Also, we are hoping to record with our new character very, very soon, and this guy's going to be insane. It's going to be...
I actually can't wait for that one to see it myself.
If I didn't explain it the last time very well, it's going to be like Delilah, just a more Mr. T / freaking who else?
Yeah. Well, it's just going to be funny.
Yeah, it's going to be funny. It's kind of like one of those things, like you go to these restaurants and you pay them to be rude to you.
Yeah, they really have those.
Yeah.
That's kind of where this is going to go.
Yeah, it's going to be like, he's going to be giving advice, but it's also going to be...
He's going to give you the real answers that you probably should hear.
And it's going to be a segment that I'm excited to launch because, I mean, we get especially people who are just totally crazy people out there who want this sort of stuff
and want to do something.
Yeah, and we'll actually write into the podcast and just to get his response or to get our response, and it's going to be something cool to go forward with.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
That being said, my name is Cdale, Enick, this is Markus, and you are listening to Fallen Hour Radio.